Alright, welcome to part 41. Today we're going to be talking about the exploration questions, which is called oceans. On a separate sheet of paper, answer all of the following questions, or Word doc. Write short answers, create lists or tables, or draw diagrams to complete the questions in the best way possible for yourself. What is an ocean? What Earth's ocean? The Earth's ocean is considered a single system, but humans divide in how many different oceans? What are the names of these oceans? I'll give you a hint. It starts all the oceans that are familiar. You might find familiar too. What is the deepest part of the ocean? Where is it located? How deep is it? What are the two types of ocean currents? What are the surface currents? How deep into the water do they flow? What are the two main forces that create ocean surface currents? What is a gyre? An ocean gyre. What are the deep ocean currents? What force controls deep ocean circulation? What role does density play? What does the term halocene mean? How is it related to the water temperature? What is the ocean conveyor belt system? Briefly description, its operation. This is all of the Spanish work. All of it in Spanish. I'll give you like a second or so if you want me to. Oh, I'm gonna do that later. Sorry. That's just I was being carried away, so sorry about that. How many slides are there? January 5th and 6th. Hi Vero. Welcome to American Mysteries. I hope that you had a nice break and that you were able to enjoy some time away from school. I am excited to have you in this class, and I hope that you are looking forward to learning with us. This semester we will be joined by Miss Murphy, a student teacher for IU. She'll be teaching this class for a good portion of the semester. So let's get started. Our goals for today are to understand the expectations of this course, to understand the elements of a mystery, and to begin working on a big unsolved crime research project. We will always begin class with a class starter. You will find the class starters on a daily slides and on a board if you are in the classroom. Our CS for today is tell me about your winter break. Your CS should be 1 to 2 sentences, and you should use the same Google Doc or slides all semester long. We will walk through the process in this class today. And there's a video that you can watch to help you better understand the process. Then we will talk about the course expectations and what you need to know about the requirements of this class. Next, we will talk about what a mystery really is and the elements and terms you will hear a lot in this class. Then, sorry, we are going to move into the big research project introduction. We will talk about the expectations for the project and all you will need to do to be successful with this project. At this point, we will be splitting up. If you're at home, you will watch a video or on YouTube and complete some online work. If you are in the classroom, you will work with me to begin your research project by choosing a topic and starting on some basic research. That's the whole lot for your first day of class, but I know you can do it. Finally, everyone will fill out the exit ticket at the end of the class today. That's it. Have a great day. January 7th and 8th. Hello, we are back at it today. Our goals for today are to understand the basics research techniques and apply them to our project and apply concepts of solving mystery to other media. We will begin with our CS question: what is a mystery, and how do you know something is a mystery? Then we will have a mini lesson on credible sources and how to cite them. At home, bridge students will watch a YouTube video and begin working on the online work. In-person students will select their topic and begin some basic research. Everyone will complete a quick write assignment today. You should begin working on your vocab. Your vocab quiz should be next week. Finally, you will fill out next ticket today to tell me what you have learned today. That's it. Have a great day. Sources for Unsolved Crimes research paper. You can click one of those links, and this will tell you all of them. Go to any of the above states, or not states, but go to any of the above sites and search for information on the case you have chosen. Choose a state and choose the state and country that he was born. If you're describing about him, sorry. Alright, sorry. These are a good place to begin, but you do not have to limit your research to these pages. The most important thing when looking at the source is to make sure it is credible. It is a website published by a respected, trustworthy organization or someone who can verify further information. When you visit the page, you will have to make a note of the information you will need to make your works cited page. This is the little part, not only for this project, but of your senior paper. We will use the MLA format. Turn this sheet over for a couple of examples for you to work with. Open a Google Doc and give it a title, then click on the add-on. We are going to add EasyBib. This add-on will help you keep track of your sources properly. Sorry if you hear my parents, we're just talking around. Next, open a new tab in Google Chrome. Make sure you are signed into your school Google account. Then click on the purple puzzle piece to open Read Write for Google. This extension can help you collect the information for your sources. We are going to give it a quick try together. Go to this link, click on Robert Blake, take a moment and read through the first few paragraphs. Find 3 facts you think that are important to this case. Choose one of the highlighter tools and highlight your 3 facts. Once you have your 3 facts highlighted, click on the arrows in a circle. Doing this will open a new Google Doc containing highlighted information. Into your new Google Doc, click on the add-on and select EasyBib. You should have a panel open on the right of your screen. On the right side of your screen, select Website for your tabs. Go back to your browser tab and copy the web address. Paste it into a bar on your EasyBib and you should be able to select your website. Your citations will appear in the panel and you can easily add them to your paper. That's all you have to do. Now start working on your research. By the end of the class, you need to have some from one website and a proper citation to show me before you can leave. Alright, that's all for this one. I wasn't thinking about doing that video. I was like so kind of busy, so I still have more time to do all of this, so yeah. I'm gonna do Deconstructing Hoodwink. This was made by a mystery class by Deconstructing Hoodwinked. Name, what is the setting, when does the story take place? Other information include the exposition. Characters and a brief description of them, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Who is a sleuth? Who are the main suspects? There are 4 of them. Who are the main witnesses? Which are 4. Do you think it could be anyone else? What are 3 deductions you can make at the end of the day, first day of watching? Do you think we have been exposed to any red herrings by the end of the first day of watching? Clues you think may be helpful later. Let's take a look at the evidence. Story 1. Red. Suspect. Alibi. Story. Possible motive. Evidence produced. Clues provided. Granny. Suspect. Alibi. Story. Possible motive. Evidence produced. Clues provided. Story 2. The Wolf. Suspect. Alibi. Story. Possible motive. Evidence produced. And clues provided. Story 4. The Woodsman. Suspect. Alibi. Story. Possible motive. Evidence produced. Clues provided, and other relevant information, speculation, and etc. Anything else you want. It could be another clue, but it can be what you can actually find. Yeah, my dad's pretty funny. You can actually hear him. I don't know if you guys can. I don't know if some of you guys can, but I can hear him pretty easily, so you know how it is. I am going to read the Unsolved Crimes Research Paper and Presentation 19. This is what it looks like. And I think I might do like maybe one more or something. Not really sure. This might be a short video, but not really. The Unsolved Crimes Research Project. Let me know if you have any questions about these assignments. Just let me know if you have questions. You will spend the next 10 days researching and writing about your chosen unsolved crime. During this time, you will do the following. Get all the expository details about the crime. Gather the evidence about the crime itself and the suspects. Gather information about the victims. Look for additional clues, if possible. Read police reports, if available, and court transcripts, if available, to gather more information. Make your own hypothesis based on the evidence you have gathered, give your conclusion and recommended resolution. Once your research is completed and assembled into your chosen format, we will do a class gallery walk. You can choose to write a paper, create a slideshow, make a documentary, create a website, make a poster, or some other idea you can come up with. One goal for this project is to learn the basic research skills. Research will be a vital part of your success in the first semester of your senior year of English. One of the biggest issues for students is paraphrasing. To paraphrase means to read information and then summarize the information into your own words. This does not mean copying a passage and then changing a few words. That is considered plagiarism. This project must sound it was written for you, by you actually. You'll choose one of the following cases. If the choice you have made has been selected by another student, you will need to choose another case. Please list your top 4 choices on a half of a sheet with your name. Sorry. Wendy Sewell, Robin Hurricane Carter, Jemmy Hoffa, Jam Master J, Zodiac Killer, Tupac Shakur, Notorious B.I.G., Lindbergh Kidnapping, Judge Crater, Marilyn Monroe, Kurt Cobain, Natalie Holloway, John Bennett Ramsey, Lita Sullivan, The Boston Strangler, Nicole Simpson and Ron Brown, Elizabeth Short, Black Dahlia, Lizzie Borden, Jack the Ripper, Chandra Levy, Thelma Todd, Mary Pinchot Meyer, John F. Kennedy, D.B. Cooper, and Dwayne Weber. Lindsay Cutshaw, and Jason Allen. Dr. Sam Shepard, which is I did that project, Eleanor Mills, Edward Hall, Madeline Murray O'Hare, the Axeman of New Orleans, Cleveland Torso Killer. All right, I think it's gonna be one more assignment. All right, so unsolved crime guidelines, which has been provided. Unsolved crime research project guideline sheet. Okay, so you'll use the following information to create your project. If at any time you are confused or need questions, please see me. Please see the teacher. If you had Miss Kolb. You'll need to include the following in your project. Introduction should include exposition and basic brief summary of the case. It should also include your thesis statement. Example, the case of Jack the Ripper remains unsolved, but there is one suspect who should have been convicted. You may want to write your thesis statement after you have completed your research. Part 1. The Players, Part 2. Biography on the victims. Give general background information on the victim. If you have a serial killer, be selective about this. Maybe choose 2 or 3 victims to highlight with the greater information, and only list the others. Biography of the suspects. Give general background information on the suspect, like I said on the other part. Do not give opinions as to why this person may not be guilty. That comes later. Other people who have been bearing or interest in the case to your research. The case. What did the law enforcement do? Was anyone arrested, charged, brought to trial? What made this an unsolved case? Part 3. The hypothesis. Give your personal theory of the case. Draw your own conclusions. Rule out other suspects and tell why you have chosen the person you have as a criminal. Base your conclusions on the evidence you have gathered. Part 4. Brief solution. What do you think should be done so that justice can be served? Part 5. Requirements. All 5 parts of the research are represented in your project. Each section needs to be used the headings as you see them above. All information must be documented. If you fail to document your sources, you will automatically lose 10% of your score. You must cite all sources properly. Everything must be written in your own words unless you are quoting someone. Must be written with proper grammar, spelling, language conventions. Use Google Docs. Use the EasyBib add-on to help you create your to create your bibliography as you create your project. We will go through this process in class. You can use photos and images, but please use good judgment as to what is appropriate. Nothing really gory. No naked people. Convey your point into a least offensive way. You may want to talk about the facts of the case. Instead of copying the facts for some webpage, you'll need to put them in your own words. Like I said in the other part. We will complete a digital gallery work in class as a summation of all your hard work. You will have a chance to learn about everyone else's projects. The more professional your project is, the better. It would also be helpful if you were a professional as well. Take this seriously. Okay, so some of you guys have questions about the hypothesis, so I'm gonna... Okay, so some people have some questions about the hypothesis. They have some people may have like 4 or a few of them. Not really sure. All right. So what is an example of the hypothesis? Usually, you don't want to state a hypothesis as a question. You believe in something, then you're seeking to prove it. For example, if I raise the temperature of a cup of water, then the amount of sugar that can be dissolved and it will be increased. Just like that has been explained there. What do you think that's going to happen when that amount of sugar has been dissolved? Like, what will it look like? Excuse me. What is the meaning of hypothesis? A hypothesis is an assumption. A hypothesis a hypothesis is an assumption, an idea that is proposed for the sake of argument, so that it can be tested to see if it might be true. Sorry. In non-scientific views, however, hypothesis and theory are often used interchangeably to mean simply an idea, speculation, or hunch, with theory being the more common choice. Like, it can be explained. Like, what do you think? Comment down below. What do you think hypotheses are meant to be? Obviously. All right, a few more. Then I'll end this video. What is a hypothesis in research? A research hypothesis is a statement of expectation or predication or prediction that will be tested by research. Before formulating your research hypothesis, read about the topic of your interest up to you. In your hypothesis, you are predicting the relationship between variables. Yeah, you are actually predicting yourself in a relationship that you have your family that you have right now. Just like my mom and dad were talking earlier. So, yeah. All right, two more. Is a hypothesis a prediction? The only interpretation. What am I saying? The only interpretation of a term as hypothesis needed in science is that of a causal hypothesis, defined as a proposed explanation and for typically a puzzling observation. A hypothesis is not a prediction. Rather, a prediction is derived from a hypothesis. So it's not a so it's not currently a prediction. It's actually is like derived from a hypothesis. It can be described as your own words. What do you think that term is meant to be used? Comment down below. Is it in a hypothesis or Is it in a hypothesis or a hypothesis? Look at these words. They both sound the same, right? A hypothesis is the correct way to write it. Only words that begin with the vowels get the N treatment. Yeah. Alright, one more. How do we write a hypothesis? However, there are some important things to consider when building a compelling hypothesis. State the problem that you are trying to solve. Make sure that the hypothesis clearly defines the topic as the focus of the experiment. Try to write a hypothesis as an if-then statement. Define the variables. That's all you have to do for those 3 steps. Yeah. Okay, so let me know if you have any other questions. Also, the hypothesis is a proposed explanation for a phenomenon. Yeah. Okay, so let me know if you guys have any questions about other stuff about this page, even though it was taken place by January of 2021, which was 2 months ago. So yeah. Alright, let me know if you, like I said, let me know if you have any Alright, just like I said, let me know if you have any other concerns or questions. I'll be available to help you right away if I have time. Alright, see you guys in part 42.